Hello children, myself S.M. Shevali from HL English Medium High School, Ozar Township. Last time you learnt Standard 10th Geography Chapter 5, that is Natural Vegetation and Wildlife, that is Flora and Fauna of Brazil and India. Today we have to start chapter number 6, Population of India and Brazil. Population is an important resource which plays a very important role in the development of a country. The population of India and Brazil differs in quantity and quality. This chapter is about a comparative study of India and Brazil with reference to features of population. As I said, population is an important resource. Like other resources, population is also an important resource of a country. The quantity and quality of population plays an important role in country's economic and social development. And for that purpose, the population of that particular country should be literate and healthy. Now, let's start with India. Study the maps in figure 6.1a and 6.1b given on page number 38 of the textbook and answer the following questions. And the questions are: name the states with highest population density. Your answer should be: the states with highest population density are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, etc. Second question is: name the states with lowest population density, and your answer is the states with lowest population density are Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, etc. Question number 3. On the basis of the maps given above, classify the distribution of population in India in the following table. See the format of the table. First, serial number, and second, that is population density per square kilometer, and last one, name of the states or union territories. Let us start with serial number 1. Less than 100 means 100 persons, and names of the states are Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Serial number 2, population density 101 to 250 persons, and the names of the states Chhattisgarh, Meghalaya, Manipur, Nagaland. Serial number 3, 251 to 500 persons per square kilometer, and the names of the states or union territories are Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Assam and Tripura. Number 4 is more than 501 persons per square kilometer, and the names of the states or union territories are Bihar, West Bengal, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Chandigarh, Puducherry, Diu Daman, Dadra Nagar Haveli, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Next question is, correlate the climate and physiography of India with its population distribution and write a note on it. It is broad type. Then also you have to correlate climate and physiography of India affects its population distribution. In India, the population is sparsely distributed in mountainous hilly regions, regions of heavy rainfall, desert areas, etc. Point number 2. For example, in India, population is sparsely distributed in snow-covered regions in Himalayan range, then Thar desert and rain shadow regions in the states of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Third point is, in India, population is densely distributed in the regions having moderate rainfall and mild temperatures. Fourth is, for example, in India, population is densely distributed in the states of Kerala and Tamil Nadu, near Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats, respectively, having moderate rainfall. Similarly, dense population is found in the Ganga plains in the states of Bihar and West Bengal. Geographical explanation. India's population is around 121 crores according to census 2011. But now, though it is 121 crores, but now it is increased more than that, because the population growth of India is more than the other countries. Remember, India is the second most populous country in the world. India occupies only 2.41% of the land area of the world, whereas it supports 17.5% of the world's population. So you can understand that the India's population is 17.5% of the world's population and the total land area is only 2.41%. So you can understand that on a very small land, very small piece of land, 17.5% people of the world lives. India's average population density is 382 persons per square kilometer as per 2011 census. Do you know census? What do you mean by census? Can anybody? Census means the counting of people or persons every 10 years. Every 10 years. Now it was conducted on 2011. Now the census is there on 2021. Remember, population is very unevenly distributed. Physiography, climate plays an important role in the distribution of population. Due to the fertile land, plain land and availability of water, human settlements have been established in these parts for many centuries. Due to farming, industries and trade, the proportion of the population got concentrated in few places. For example, the northern plains of the country, that is Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, Pune, Bengaluru, Chennai, etc. On the contrary, in mountainous hilly regions, dry desert areas, dense forest areas, density is sparse because of inaccessibility, absence of facilities and tough life. Now let's see Brazil. Study the figure 6.2a and 6.2b given on page number 39 of the textbook and answer the following questions. The first question is, in which area is population greatly concentrated? Your answer should be, population is greatly concentrated in the states of Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, as well as in the southeastern coastal regions. Question number 2. In which area is the distribution of population sparse? The distribution of population is sparse in the Amazon River basin, located in the northern region near equator in Brazil. Next question is, prepare a note on factors responsible for the uneven distribution of population in Brazil. So you have to prepare it by yourself, then also see the answer. In Brazil, the sparse distribution of population is found in the northern region of Amazon River basin. Heavy rainfall, hot and humid climate, dense moist rainforest, lack of transport facilities are some of the factors responsible for sparse distribution of population in this region. Then the sparse distribution is found in the state of Bahia in Brazil, as most of its region is covered in rain shadow area. In Brazilian highlands, moderate distribution of population is found. Moderate amount of rainfall and temperate climatic conditions are the factors responsible for the moderate distribution of population in this region. The dense distribution of population is found in the states of Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. Availability of natural resources, availability of transportation facilities, development of agriculture and industries, availability of minerals, etc. are some of the factors responsible for the dense distribution of population in these states. Next question is, identify the type of map showing distribution. You know, the type of map shown here, that is dot method, has been used to show distribution in this map. Dot method has been used. Let's see the geographical explanation. Brazil is the most populated country in the South American continent, with a population of around 19 crores according to census 2010. It ranks 5th in the world. It is also the 5th in the world with respect to area. Brazil occupies 5.6% of the world's total land and has 2.78% of world's total population. Therefore, the density of population is around 23 persons per square kilometer. If you compare the density of population of Brazil and India, then you will see that the density of population India is 382 persons and the density of population of Brazil is 23 persons per square kilometer. So see the difference. The distribution of population is very uneven in Brazil. The majority of Brazilians have concentrated within 300 kilometers of the eastern coastal areas, also called the coastal lowlands. Therefore, agriculture and industries have flourished well here. As a result, higher density of population is found here. On the other hand, the interior in the Amazon basin is very sparsely populated. Unfavorable climate, heavy rainfall, accessibility and dense forest are the barriers to development of human settlements here. Therefore, settlements occur only in few places in the Amazon basin. The central and western part of Brazil is less populated. The density of population in the highlands of Brazil is moderate. Now look at these graphs of sex ratio of Brazil and India. First of all, let me tell you what is sex ratio. Sex ratio means the number of females. Sex ratio means the number of females per 1000 males in a region. See the population composition sex ratio. See the students you can see here, and they are asking questions and responding each other. See the sex ratio of Brazil. What does this graph show? The first boy asked the question, then the answer to this, that girl replies here. This graph shows the sex ratio of Brazil and India. Then can you tell me what is the sex ratio of Brazil here? How many females are there with 1000 males in Brazil? Remember, it's 1070. About 1070 females are there with 1000 males is the sex ratio of Brazil. 1070 females with 1000 males. Okay, then see the next graph. What is sex ratio? Sex ratio means the number of females per 1000 males in the region. Now see, you can see the sex ratio of India, and if you see here, then the females are less here. About 945 females are there per 1000 males in India. See, it is, first of all, let me tell you, it is evident from the graph that the number of women in Brazil have always been more than men, while in India they have never been more than men. Means India's males are more than the women or the females. Remember. Now see the geographical explanations. With reference to both the countries, the characteristics of population are prominently notable. The sex ratio of Brazil has been more than 1000 since decades. Decade means the period of 10 years. Decade means the period of 10 years. Considering the sex ratio of Brazil, the number of women have considerably increased than men since 2001. In India, men outnumber women. Means men are more than the women. In India, we see fluctuations, means ups and downs. Fluctuation means ups and downs. In India, we see fluctuations in the sex ratio since few decades. There has been a slight increase in the sex ratio after 1991. Now see page number 41. The age and sex pyramid of Brazil and India is given here. India and Brazil's age and sex pyramid. First of all, see Brazil 2016. The males with the females. This graph looks different, the girl said. Yes, this graph shows age and sex of population. It is also known as population pyramid. It is also known as population pyramid. Then see what is its use, why it is used for? What is its use? It is used to study the age and sex related aspects of a region's population. Does that mean that we can know the number of percentage of various age groups of males and females in our country? Yes, of course. This helps us to know the proportion of children, youth, and the old people in our country. So, this helps us to know the proportion of children, then youth, and the old people in our country. If we summarize this pyramid, so in this pyramid, we can see that the number of young people is more in both the countries, but the proportion of children is more in India, while proportion of people in the age group than above 80 years, India is more in Brazil. See the geographical explanation. Considering the age of population, Brazil's population is getting slowly older than India. Brazil's population is getting slowly older, but in India, the situation is different. The proportion of youth in India is more. If you observe these pyramids very carefully, then you will find that the proportion of youth in India is more than Brazil. This means India has a higher working population. It means India has a higher working population. See page number 42, the population growth rate of Brazil and India. Again, questions and responses here. You can see, what do these graphs show? Their graphs show the growth rate of population of Brazil and India. Oh, but here the graph line is going down. Why? Correct. Though the lines show a downward trend, it doesn't mean population is decreasing. It shows that the growth is lesser. The population growth is lesser than the previous decade. Does that mean that Brazil's population is decreasing? No, this means that the growth is less, and looking at the trend, in the near future, Brazil's population may decrease. Means it is decreasing year by year. Geographical explanation. The rate of growth of population has reduced considerably in Brazil. However, this is not the condition in India. From 2001 to 2011, India's population increased by 18.2 crores. 18.2 crores, the increase in population of India. Then, India's population growth rate was higher till 1971. Then, this rate stabilized. The rate of population growth is now declining, but the population is still growing. It is observed that in Brazil, the rate of growth is declining and Brazil's population may not increase in the next 2 decades. See the graphs on page number 43, that is life expectancy. Means the average number of years a person born in a country is expected to live. Means how many years that person will live. Means its age limit, the person's age limit, that is life expectancy. Now see, with the help of these questions and answers, let's see. These graphs show the life expectancy of Brazil and India, don't they? Yes. But what is life expectancy? This means the average number of years of a person born in a country is expected to live. Means the age limit of that particular person. This means that we Indians live for 68 years on an average. You can see the life expectancy of India is 68 years and the life expectancy of Brazil is 75 years. Means Brazilian can live about 75 years. Okay, and our Indians expectancy is 68 years. Means the age limit, average age limit of Indian is 68 and average age limit of Brazilian is 75. Yes, and Brazilians live for 75 years. The life expectancy of India was around 41 years in 1960. See how less it was. In 1960 it was 41 years. But now it has increased. It will continue to increase in future. See the geographical explanation. Increase in life expectancy is an indicator of development of that society. Improvement in medical facilities. See the reasons. Improvement in medical facilities, progress in medical field, access to nutritious food leads to an increase in average life expectancy. In most of the developing countries, life expectancy is still less, but with socio-economic development, it is increasing. Socio-economic development, in social and economic development, it is increasing. Now see page number 44. Literacy rate of Brazil and India. Literacy rate of Brazil and India. Literacy means how many people are literate, means educated in Brazil and India. The graph shows, first graph shows that the Brazil or Brazilians are 92.6% and Indians are 72.2%. You can see the literacy rate and you can compare that Brazil is more literate than India. Then see colors of both from figure 6.3 to 6.7. Various aspects of population composition are given. Study the graphs, discuss and answer the following questions. Which country has a higher sex ratio? Brazil. Brazil has the higher sex ratio. Which country has a higher literacy rate? Here also Brazil has the higher literacy rate. Which country is growing at a faster rate? Of course India. India is growing at a faster rate. Which country's population has a higher life expectancy? Of course Brazil. Brazil's population has a higher life expectancy. Which country has a higher proportion of old age people? The answer is Brazil. The higher proportion of the old age people in Brazil. Now see page number 45. Are the following sentences right or wrong? Correct the wrong ones. First is literacy rate is higher in Brazil than India. It is a right statement. Second is in Brazil people prefer living in the southeast as compared to the northeast. This statement is also right. Third is the life expectancy of Indians is decreasing. It is a wrong statement. The correct statement is The life expectancy of Indians is increasing. Next is the northwestern part of India is densely populated. It is also wrong statement. The correct sentence or statement is the northwestern part of India is sparsely populated. And the last statement is the western part of Brazil is densely populated. It is also wrong. The correct sentence is the western part of Brazil is sparsely populated. Remaining questions, you have to read the text carefully with proper attention and try to find out the answers of the questions which are given below. Okay.